What's up, YouTube? It's Fats, and I'm back with another episode of Weed and Thoughts, episode 17. You already know, hit up the like button for the consistency and that. What? It's only been 3 days? 3 days? 3 days ain't too bad to get me from video. You get me? Because at the moment in time, Tuesday, I had a little. There was a little technicality at my previous place of employment. So, you get me? Man's in a little. What's the word? Man's in a little. Man's in limbo right now. You get me? When it comes to that type of stuff. But don't get it twisted. Man's a hustler, so you know all of that. But welcome anyway back to episode Weed and Thoughts. For people who don't know, if you don't know, if you don't know, you won't know that this is a series where I get like either a load of questions of like people and just answer the questions, like questions that people ask themselves on a regular basis that they don't really like to talk about. But that's basically what I do. I'll answer questions, or I'll talk on topics that are trending, or that I want to give my opinion on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to do here, really. And the goal is with Weed and Thoughts, is to get this as a podcast, innit? And I know there's a lot of podcasts out there where people smoke weed and but no one, I'm telling you now, no one's gonna do it quite the way that I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? No one's gonna do it quite like how Fats wants to do it. You know what I'm saying? My vision is different. It's inspired by a few, but it's gonna be completed by my idea in it, my vision and what I want to do in it. Like, no one's gonna look at what I'm doing and be like, yo, that's like this, or that's pretty much that, but with this. Like, no, my thing, like, yo, have you seen, people are gonna be like, yo, have you seen Weed and Thoughts? Like, this guy is doing this and this. Like, it's not gonna be one of them where it's you know what I'm saying, it's easily comparable to someone else's podcasting. It may be to some people, but I know the real ones are gonna notice that it's a lot different to what it's about now. But I'm going to give you a backstory on the gameplay in it, because you're probably thinking, why the fuck are you using UFC gameplay, bro? Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, where's the Call of Duty at? You know what I'm saying? Where's the Warzone gameplays at? Don't worry, the Warzone gameplays are coming. I've got a Duos one coming there soon, you get me? With me and my brother Kai, you already know, man, got a nice little gameplay, and that won't spoil too much, but just know he had the snipes, and he was, you know what I'm saying? He was taking off brains and that, you know what I'm saying? So keep an eye out on that one, turn the notifications on and shit, so you don't miss out on them things there. But anyway, what I'm gonna talk about is, I don't know whether it's a risky one or not, but I don't care, I'm gonna talk about it, you get me? I want to see hashtags of it in the fucking comments and that, you get me? If I get taken down for this, I get taken down for this. But this whole Save Our Children thing is a little bit crazy, you know, and no one's talking about it. Like, no one on the high up media's social influencers and that, like, no one's talking about shit, bro. Like, what the fuck? How you expect something to change when there's people out here with millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of fans, but they don't want to say nothing, and they don't want to talk about it, and they don't want to push the fact that it's going on, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say my little thing on it. Basically, I think it's all true. All of it is true. I don't care. It's all true. As much as I don't want it to be true, like, these type of things don't happen or don't come about if there's truth behind it. Like, who the fuck is gonna make up something that is so drastic? I'm not gonna go into detail on it. If you want to know about what I'm talking about fully and deeper, then Google it, in it, or go on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, hashtag Save Our Children, and I want to see that in my fucking comments, you know what I'm saying? If I don't see it, then you're a dickhead. Like, what are you doing, bro? You want to let things like this just go on in the world? Are you alright? Are you good? Are you smoking good and that? You get me? Are you eating good? Are you drinking good? Are you sure? Because I want to see that. If you are, I want to see them fucking Save Our Children in the comments, bro. I want to see that, the hashtags. I want shit to be popping off in my comments, bro. Like, real talk. But anyway, let's skip that now. Let's go on to that. That's, if you want to know more about what I was just talking about, then go do your research in it. Don't be under a rock on that. But anyway, in other news, sports specifically, Mike Tyson, bro. Mike fucking Tyson, If you don't know who Mike Tyson is, I'm sorry. What are you doing with your life? I'm sorry. If you don't know about Mike Tyson, then something's up with you, innit? But Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr., the untouchable and that, literally can't be touched are both fighting. They're both having a fight. They're both boxing in the same ring, bro. Roy Jones Jr. and fucking Mike Tyson, bro. Like, what the fuck? And then they've got like mad undercard. Fucking Vidal Riley's fighting on there. All tight, it's real and that. You get me? It's true. I can't remember whatever. You know the one anyway, innit? Vidal Riley, the guy who coached and trained KSI for one of his fights, not the second one. I don't think it was the second one, but the first one he coached him. Logan, the first Logan fight, and Jake Paul was trained by Vidal Riley, I think. And yeah, but he's on the undercard. He's just like the average guy from like London and that, like from the ends and that. But obviously he's done boxing for his whole life and that, and now he's on the undercard. Man's been an amateur, doing bits in the amateur scene for time and that. Been a pro fighter. He's got like, I think it's like 3-0 or 4-0 something like that. But he's on the undercard of it, and yeah, it's gonna be a mad one. I'm there for it. I can't remember the date of it, but I know it's this. I think it's either this month or next month. I'm not sure. It might be pushed back. I think it's in November actually, because it got pushed back because of coronavirus and that. So it's definitely this year anyway. But I'm tuning into that one. And in other news, yeah, if you go and check out my Instagram, which will be in the description, Nino McKeown1. I'll probably pop it on the screen right now so you can go follow me up. But I posted a little snippet of a track that I'm recording. It's called Life of Nino. For those that don't know, again, if you don't know, you won't know that my name is actually Nino. Like, if you've seen the film, this is probably for a few Americans. If any Americans watch this, then you know of the film New Jack City, Nino Brown, Wesley Snipes. You get me? That's where my name pretty much stems from, which is kind of mad. But there's people out here who are calling themselves that, but their name isn't actually that, you know what I'm saying? And my name is actually that, innit? And I'm not on them things there what my man's on in the film, but man's still gone through a lot. And in the video that I'm talking about on my Instagram, in the description, go follow me up. I pretty much do a little life story type rapping / hip hoppy type vibe, but it's just a preview in it. Like, that's not the full track. The full track's like 4 minutes long, but that's coming soon. So if you want to go check it out, it'd be much appreciated. Put that in the description. I will. That's exactly what I will do. Sounded like Yoda then, I don't know why, but I seem to be just rambling on, and I've not stopped talking for the past 4 minutes, but it's cool. That's what we like to see. But as you can see, yeah, in this gameplay here, yeah, I'm Max Holloway, and my mate who came with the big boy energy and that, like he was gonna boy man up, is Conor McGregor. But for some reason, well, not for some reason, for a good reason, they've not made Conor McGregor overpowered as fuck in this new UFC. Because obviously he's been out of the UFC for time. His last fight was, he kind of stunned me there still. He did rock me a little bit, but he's been out of UFC for time. His last fight wasn't even in the UFC. His last fight in the UFC was Khabib Nurmagomedov, and he got absolutely, like, just boyed. He just got fucked up. And then he fought fucking Mayweather, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? That was a boxing match. That wasn't even UFC. So they've just, like, fully just made him for, like, I think it's like 4-star. I think it's like a 4.5 star or something like that. I might be 4-star. Yeah, I think he's 4-star. Max Holloway is 4.5, rightly so, because that fight, them two fights with Yoel Romero, oof, mate, he's got a chin on him. Not Yoel Romero, fucking, that's Robert Whittaker. Actually, I lied. That was Robert Whittaker that fought thingy. That was Whittaker and Romero, number 1 and 2, both them fights. Oh, if you like UFC and like fucking like pretty much it was a slugfest, the whole fight. It was pretty much a slugfest, the whole fight. And obviously man like Robert Whittaker come out on top and that, but that win there was the first one out of, I think it was, we had 4 fights in the space of 20ish minutes, and yeah, man did bits in it. So I'm just gonna stop here and then come back when the fighting's back in. Alright, we're back. Man's back out here, you get me? Obviously, man had to just do a little edit in there real quick, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, man's leveling up now. Man knows how to do the little jump cuts and that. Don't get it twisted, bro. Man's got skills in this editing thing and that. But obviously, I picked what? I think I was TJ Dillashaw, the white guy, and my boy was the this other dude there, I don't know who my man is, but that's who he was, and I was this guy on the right here. And yeah, the gameplay speaks for itself. But let's fucking, what am I talking about, bro? I'm talking about fucking yeah, that Life of Nino description, Nino McKeown 1 Instagram. That's where I was at. Fucking hell, I forgot. But yeah, obviously, if you don't know, you won't know that me and my brother, Mr. Grizzly _365 on Instagram, I've got an EP coming soon called The Come Up. Hashtag that, you already know. Hashtag I stay high, you already know that. That's what it is. That's the trend. That's what we on. We stay high 24/7, 365. So get onto that. You get me? Tap in. When it comes to music, that's out. If you go on SoundCloud and type in view of me, Grizzly X Mitchell, or Mitch X, yeah, Grizzly X Mitch, view of me on SoundCloud. That's something that we've put out. Well, that Grizzly has put out. The Life of Me, Life of Nino is what I've. We have tracks recorded. The EP's pretty much done. We've just got like probably a few features to do or something along them lines. And then I have that Life of Nino on Instagram, and then Grizzly has Come a Long Way, and then he has a shutdown session on Pi Radio on YouTube. Type in Grizzly shutdown sessions and it'll come up straight away. Yeah, go run them up. You get me? The shutdown sessions on like nearly 3K, and the SoundCloud song is on about 6K, nearly 6K. You know, it's actually quite mad. All type of people that have been showing love on that one, because that track there, that View of Me track here, was recorded in 2 hours. And one of the sections of that song was recorded on that day. It was written and recorded and mastered on that day there. Like, boom, we got there. Like half each one verse was done straight away. Grizzly's verse was done straight away because he had it written already, and then Mitchell had like 3/4 of his verse done, and he had to do the last quarter. He written and like did the last quarter there and then. And you gotta respect that, because that's what you call that takes talent, that takes skill. You get me? You can't just and not anyone can just do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people like me, it doesn't take me long to write bars, but I spend time like trying to break it down and make certain rhymes more complex and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of rappers out here that be just record it, like writing whatever, and don't like, you know, like go through it and dissect it and make sure like it flows right and it sounds good, you know what I'm saying? But don't get me twisted, don't get me wrong, like there's a lot of artists that don't do that. You get me? They do it proper. You get me? They take time when they're in the studio. They spend like, you get me, a long time in the studio. You get me? A lot of people have spent whole days and couple days in the studio. You get me? Putting out music or type pot of paper. 36 hours in the booth, but I've had longer day. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just mad. Like, you gotta put in time and effort when it comes to music. Like, I love music, innit? Like, I can appreciate a fucking banger, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's completely away from the genre that I like stem to, innit? Like, that I would go to more time, like grime or like hip hop / like, yeah, like hip hop and grime. They're like my favorite ones. Like rap, hip hop, grime, that's me. But like, say like someone comes to me like a few months ago, I got shown this like indie track, in it. There's a guy called Kevin Abstract, and there's a track called Preach. I think it's Preach or Peach, and it's a fucking tune. Like, the guy's got bars in it, and when I listened to it at first, I was like, what's this, bro? Like, this ain't me. But then the beat dropped, and he started like, you know, like semi-rapping, and it was actually like, it was talking real, innit? It was talking like real stuff and that. It was talking real talk. But the gameplay in the background, just a quick one detour and that, it's 3-0 in it. It's 3-0 to me, I think. And yeah, obviously what I was just saying was basically that music, you gotta take time in it. You gotta put effort in. You get me? You gotta make sure that you put in the work in it. Basically, that's what I do in it. I like to take time. I've got songs here that I even have a notebook. Man has a notebook with bars in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nobody's writing bars down. Everyone's doing it in memo pads on iPhones on the roads and that. Nah, bro, man, sit down and look at whatever I've written, and you know what I'm saying. Look. Man's got bars and that. Man's got bars written there, you know, all type of bars and that. But you can't see those. They're for the EP. You know what I'm saying? Shh, you can't see that. That was all you're seeing. You get me? But obviously, it's not coronavirus. I'm sorry, it's the weed. But yeah, it was 3-0, and then we did a rematch, and I picked George Masvidal, and he was Tony Ferguson. And yeah, gameplay speaks for itself once again. But like, yeah, man, a lot of rappers need to take note and just, you know, take more time in writing out your bars and that, because some of it be sounding like it can sound good, but because you rushed it and you just wanted to get it out, it didn't sound too well. So take time, man, take time. But yeah, the video's nearly done, you know, to be fair. Like, man's done well with this one. Man's been consistent with the conversation, not too many pauses and ums and ahs and oohs and all of them things, because I've been getting told by a few people that man keeps saying and like just pausing, you know what I'm saying, just be like having a full-blown, like talking on a full-blown topic, and then I'm just like, what was I talking about? But yeah, I need to stop doing that shit, bro. Like, that's it's just annoying. It gets annoying for the people watching, I know that for a fact. But yeah, also quick thing, you thought I forgot in it, twitch.tv/FatCNT, bro, in the description, like always. Follow me up. I'm gonna be live after this video goes up in it, so yeah, click the link, follow me up, and yeah, come show some love in the stream. I just knocked out my brother 4 in a row, you get me. 4-0, you get me, 4-0, and that's what we do. But yeah, I've been Fats, I will be back, and I'm out. Peace.